Hello, I'm the library lady. I'm back, and I have finally read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Okay, so brief synopsis. It's about a young boy named Huckleberry Finn, obviously, and he, out of necessity, needs to escape this small town that he's in. So he fakes his own death, and he finds a raft and starts floating down the river. And along the way, he finds a runaway slave named Jim, who he's actually known for a while. And since they both can't tell on each other and they both can't go back, obviously, they decide to go ahead and help each other. And so they start floating down the river north towards freedom. And freedom for either one of them means something different. And basically, the whole book is about the journey and the people that they encounter along the way. So ever since its first publication in 1884, this book has been challenged. In 1885 was the first time it was challenged, and it was taken out of a public library. And their reasoning was that they didn't like the slang that was being used in the book. They didn't like the behavior of Huck and Jim. They just thought it was really vulgar. And so they took it out for that reason. And then it's kind of quiet for a while. And then around 1950 to as late as 1994, it's been challenged over and over again, many, many times, but for racial issues. Either people didn't like the use of the word nigger in the book, or they didn't like the portrayal of Jim in the book. Either way, it's been people trying to get it out of school libraries altogether, or off of required reading lists at least. And sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. But I think 1994 was the last time it was challenged. And so I have the 2008 edition of the book with the introduction by Darren Shan, which is this right here. He actually gives a helpful tip in the beginning. He says that if you read it with an American accent, that it'll go a lot smoother for you. And I didn't think it would help, but it actually does. But let me just say that it's not just reading it with an American accent, it's reading it with an American Southern accent, because if you read it with my Valley Girl accent, it won't help you at all. And even then, like, some words, I still just didn't know what they were, I still don't know what he was trying to say. I tried the twang, I tried making the vowels do different things, and some words just escaped me. So, it is hard reading. You do have to manipulate the words a little bit to make it work for you. Other than that, it is a classic teenage rebellion kind of story. At the root of it, Huck has just had enough of people trying to make him into a civilized person. And it's mostly out of seeing how civilized people live and what they're willing to do to each other and to themselves. And, he sees people lying, cheating, stealing to get what they want. He sees people that are innocent getting duped by the Duke and the King. He sees people getting tarred and feathered in mob mentalities. And he's basically just had it, and he's like, why would I want to be civilized if this is what people do to each other? I have a raft. I can just float down the river. And that's kind of the life that he chooses for himself. And so, for old school teenage rebellion, I'd say good job, Mark Twain. So the next book I'm going to read is The Age of Reason by Thomas Paine. I thought Thomas Paine was a political guy, and he is, but the book was banned on religious grounds, so I think it has more to do with religion. I'm not sure. It's a short book, so I'll probably be back next week. So I'll keep you posted.